This happened to Bella last year. To make her commute easier, she decided to move into a shared apartment. The place was perfect, except for the tenant upstairs. Every night, without fail, the sharp click-clack of high heels echoed through the ceiling. Back and forth, back and forth. Bella, being introverted, never complained. But her roommate, a fiery woman, would storm upstairs, banging on the door, screaming for quiet. Strangely, no one ever answered. Yet, without fail, the footsteps stopped, just for that night. Then, after a few months, her roommate suddenly moved out without a word. Bella was alone, and the footsteps returned. One evening, exhausted from work, Bella collapsed onto her bed, only for the click-clack to start again. Louder, more aggressive. Now, it wasn't just walking, it was stomping. Bang, bang, bang. She couldn't take it anymore. Fine, I'll ask nicely, she thought. She slipped on her shoes, steeling herself to confront the upstairs neighbor, when a harsh, middle-aged woman's voice snarled right outside her door. "Little brat, why aren't you coming up to yell at me tonight? Where's your courage?" Bella froze, because upstairs, the heels were still stomping. Trembling, she called a male co-worker she trusted. "Please come over. I'm scared. Something's wrong." "I'm on my way," he promised. But it would take time. Bella bolted back to her room and buried herself under blankets. Then, the footsteps entered her apartment. Click-clack, click-clack, now in her living room. Then, more footsteps joined. Multiple pairs, stomping, crashing, things being thrown. The walls themselves seemed to vibrate, as if people were walking sideways on them, surrounding her like a cage. She couldn't breathe. Finally, she ripped open her door, not daring to look, and sprinted out into the night. She didn't stop until she reached her grandmother's house. When they asked why she was sobbing, she couldn't explain. She just knew something was in that apartment. The next morning, calmer, she told her family everything. Her uncle, practical, asked, "Did you lock the door? Your stuff's still there." Bella couldn't remember. Her uncle went to check. The door was wide open, but inside, nothing was out of place. No mess, no stolen items. Her phone and laptop sat untouched. Then she checked her phone. Dozens of missed voice messages from her co-worker. She played them. In the background, crashing, screaming. His panicked voice, "Bella, open the door. What's happening in there?" The last message cut off mid-sentence, with a distinct creak of her apartment door opening. She called him immediately, apologizing. "It's fine," he said, then hung up. The next day, he quit, vanished, no explanation. 6 months later, Bella changed jobs and ran into her old roommate. Finally, she got answers. "I moved out because of those damn heels," her old roommate admitted. "One night, I went up again. The neighbor across the hall, who I'd never seen before, stopped me, said no one lived on that floor." She leaned in, lowering her voice. Then his wife looked at me like I was crazy and said, "Child, you should move out." Bella's blood ran cold, because now she understood. She'd never seen the person upstairs either, and whatever or whoever made those footsteps wasn't human.